Welcome to Millennials on the Move, and I always say we have a special guest because I think everyone is special. But this is a special guest because this is my diva sister. I've known her since fall 2009. Wow. 10 years. It's crazy.
Man, it really has been that long.
It has been 10 years. So, little backstory. She was our dance captain for Divas, and I was the assistant once upon a time. So we've grown an amazing friendship, relationship. She's always been there, just a great support, really big heart, caring, compassionate, just anything you would want in a leader. She was that. So I just want to shout out to you for being a great leader for me when I really needed it. And I'm not gonna cry. I'm emotional, but I'm not gonna go there. Not this morning. Thank you for being with us because I know you're out of town. So Millennials on the Move. We are always on the move. So she's not in a place where she can be super comfortable, but I'm so glad she could be with us because anytime that you can innovate people and share your story, I just feel like if you have a phone, it can work. So Don't get too hung up on, oh my gosh, but I don't have the lights. You have a phone and you have sunlight and you
natural
have
light.
Right, of some sort. Get on there and make some moves. So before we get started, we're just going to ask her a little bit about herself. So what do you like to do for fun now that we're not dancing anymore?
I wish I could still dance. I've been trying to find classes around this area, but not in Sarasota. So
right.
Let's just say that. But no, I work a lot. I read a lot more. Fun. I go to the movies, hang out with family, my boyfriend. Cool. I just chill. That's about it.
Just chill. Have a good time. Good. Mm-hmm. So you've been doing hair for forever. Now you're going to give us the certain amount of years. Can't wait to hear those. But she did my hair a few times in college, sometimes for shows, but I was natural, but I wanted to blow out one of my hair straight. My hair was colored, whatever. I didn't want to damage it. My hair was laid, okay? Like, whoa. Like, I never knew that my naturally curly hair could be that straight. I'm just like, what are you doing different that I'm not doing? Because when I'm at home, it don't look like this, So we always talked about Dominique's touch. Like, she always has a certain touch that just, she did our other Diva Sisters' hair for her wedding. Both styles, by the way. It was, she just has a touch. So how long have you been doing hair?
Okay, so I've been doing hair basically forever. But professionally, I would say about 11 years. When I went in to get my license in 10 years, 2009.
Oh, okay.
That's when I started at Aveda.
Cool.
So professionally, 10 years, but before that, forever.
Right. So you have something very major to share with us. And I would like to do the honors, but I feel that it should be you to do the honors and tell us what amazing things have happened to you in the past couple of weeks, and also because of your amazing experience in hair, what it has led to you today.
Well, I just a month ago opened up a hair salon. So excited. Nadia's Hair Studio. It's a suite studio, so everyone has their own private room. And one of the rooms I'm going to be turning into a beauty supply store. So that's where Devora comes in because I'm going to sell her products in the store. So I'm excited about that.
Full circle. So I have to say, I say so a lot, but I have to say the fact that you have the ability to do this, you know what I'm saying? And everyone talks about, doing hair from inside of your house. Like, people have kind of like changed the way, like people are actually going to people for appointments, and things like that. But owning the salon is such a big deal, and it's such a great business. And it's not only about the hair, it's about the community. Everybody talks about going to the salon. You get to basically let your hair down, get comfortable, get pampered, like that, all of that. But having a beauty supply store owned by a Black woman, that is It's like that's what we've been waiting on, right? Because we always talk about like, why don't we own more beauty supply stores? We know everything beauty, like hair, nail, like everything. So why aren't we doing that more? So I want to ask, what made you decide, on top of the salon, because that's your passion, that's your love, what made you decide to actually do the beauty supply store as well?
Well, a lot of my clients get extensions, and I also have a hair company, but some of them don't want to purchase, that hair, especially if they're getting like a bond-in or something quick, a ponytail. They just want hair that they could just grab, and I'm always sending them to the store, like to the different hair stores around the area.
Right.
And they're always like calling me, like, what brand do you want? This and this, and I'm like, it would be so much easier for me and the other stylists in the salon if they could just come in, pick up their hair there. It's already the brand we want to use, already the brand we like,
right?
And they don't have to go anywhere else. And also, they can actually get education on the right products to use, because you'll send them to the store and somebody will tell them to get something, and it's like, why
they told you that? Exactly. I've been doing hair for a while, but I'm in the house. You know what I'm saying? In the home. Mm-hmm. But the fact that they always call and they ask for something very specific. I want body waves. And then the person shows them a curl. I'm like, that ain't no wave. That's a curl. So the education part, that is brilliant, because not only do you want to be confident in what you're purchasing, you want to be right in what you're purchasing.
Exactly.
Not everybody knows hair. So a lot of these women come to these stores just confused. Honestly.
Yeah, and especially they're big now. So they're like, what am I even looking for?
They're overwhelming now. They're warehouses upon warehouses.
They are.
So if you don't know what you're looking for, I can easily see that process of getting your hair done as being more stressful than it is, I'm about to be pampered, but I was real stressed before I got here. So I think that is a brilliant idea to merge the two, beauty supply store and the salon. So shout out to you. So challenges. You said it's been open for a month, but challenges either leading up to it or the challenge that you see now. What can you give us for a challenge that you've seen?
Truthfully, I feel like the biggest challenge to get over was that I could do it. And I was just very, very nervous.
Yeah.
Because originally I was looking into opening my own salon, and everything just kept going wrong. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna stay where I'm at for another year. I'll try again next year. And this salon just kind of popped in my lap.
Right.
God was like, you know what? Here.
This is for you. This is for you.
I fought with it for a while, and I was like, I don't know if I can do it. I just, this, I have to pay for this, and I was like, you know what? If it's not for me, I wouldn't have the opportunity.
Right.
So I just grabbed it, and it's been challenging because, I still work. I'm still a hairstylist, and I'm still in the salon for 12 hours a day. So it's like, less sleep.
Right.
Definitely.
Right.
But it's really showing me that I can do it. Like that I have the capacity to do more, to do bigger things. And I'm excited for where it's taking me and where the whole experience, like how it's transforming me. So
I like that you said I'm just losing sleep. I think that's all. Like, like in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
Look, I know you and I both love napping. We
do.
Very seriously. I remember that. We don't play about naps, okay? So,
no.
But I think the fact that the mentality that you have, it is just losing sleep, because the bigger picture is that I own a salon and a beauty supply store. That is the bigger picture. And where do you want to see that go in the next 5 to 10 years? You know what I'm saying? So I just want everybody to listen to what she just said. You're just going to lose sleep. You don't have to quit right now.
Exactly.
If you're not, if you're not in a position to be financially stable, to carry a business, don't quit. Like there's no need to do that. But you're just going to lose some hours, whatever, catch it when you
have to work a little bit harder, but
exactly.
you got to do what you got to do.
Exactly. And 15-minute naps, I heard, are more recharging than 4-hour naps. So
yes, they are, especially like in the car.
Yeah.
With the AC running.
Yeah. All you need is 15 minutes, y'all. Hey, we've been going, like, you know what? I'll be back. Go in the back, take a 15-minute nap, rejuvenation. Okay? So that's all you're going to lose is sleep. So thank you for sharing that challenge with us. So what has been like your greatest like accomplishment other than starting? Because you said you do it, I've done it. What has been like, oh my gosh, this is the accomplishment for me?
Truthfully, asking for help. I am
wow, that's big.
A big person. Like, I like to do it all myself. And you have people supporting you, but when you actually ask for help and you see how many, like, I don't want to get
oh, it's okay. I'm fanning you from over here. Yeah.
I put out the flyer for like the salon shower that I'm going to have, and like my friends just, it was amazing. And just to ask for help and receive it, it was a very big accomplishment. Like,
that is a good accomplishment. It's so hard to do that.
It is.
You think about all the excuses people may tell you. You think about, the possibility of them not even supporting you, like on a very small scale. Like, that's scary. And just rejection in general. I mean, who wants to be told no? I don't want to be told no, right? So
I don't like it.
I think that is a really great milestone to understand, like, and to reach. Like, asking for help is necessary. You can't do it all by yourself.
It really is.
It's necessary. So I'm glad you were able to stomach that. You're like, I need help. I need help. And it's not doing. So
and I realized if I wanted it to succeed, I'm going to need people on my team. Like, it's just, and I got an accountant.
Oh, because when you don't know money, you need somebody who does. If you're not good at something, hire someone else to do it. I mean,
exactly.
Really, just take the load off of yourself. Hire someone else to do it. I just did an interview with Nehemiah Davis. He said, my challenge right now is finding a team. He's not good at being like tedious, like emailing back and forth. He's not good at that. So he hired a virtual assistant to do that for him because they're better at it. Maybe learning how to do that may take more of your time. So, and your time is actually money.
Exactly.
It really is. So, wow, I just feel like you're able to bring people into the salon. So not only are you creating jobs for other people, I think that's the greatest thing about being an entrepreneur, but a company owner, like thinking on a grand scale. Like, you are able to feed people's families. Like, that's what I'm saying, pushing for. This single entrepreneurship is great. It's amazing. I applaud everyone who has that small business that is running all on their own. But the fact that you are able to provide jobs, like, that is an overwhelmingly big deal. So how do you feel about being able to provide jobs to people who need it?
I don't think I even really thought about it.
That's deep.
When you first said, I was like, oh, yeah.
Wow, I am.
I am.
Yeah.
I am. Like,
yeah.
And I work with the stylist in the salon, and we're friends. We all get along, and like, I am responsible for the building that they come to work, and I have an assistant, and I have employees, and
do you see now? Like, okay, so the shift is happening. So here's the shift. Shifting from employee to employer, right? Yeah. So that's a major mindset change, right? So what I'm going to ask you is, what do you think internally, like personally, you feel like may stop you from reaching your greatest potential?
Discipline.
Oh.
I'm trying very, very hard to discipline myself. I have to get up at a certain time. I have to eat a certain way. Eating and working out is just a bigger part of your business as
it is.
Going there. Like, because if you don't feel like, if you don't feel good, you can't be good to your clients. And when you eat junk, you feel like junk.
Yeah.
So that's my biggest thing, is just disciplining myself to eat better, to exercise, to wake up, to pray, to meditate.
Right.
You know, all those things to just make sure that I'm like grounded. So
right.
that when I go into my place of business, you know, I'm able to give myself 100%. I'm not thinking about, you know, everything that I have to do. You know, I've done it all that morning. Now I'm here to pamper my clients.
Right.
And yeah,
that's
discipline.
Good. Discipline. And
it's hard.
So, okay, so solution. What solutions do you have for that? Like, have you set up a system? Like, do you have a timer, reminders? Like, how do you?
I have tons of alarms. I have alarms to tell me that it's almost time to get up.
Okay.
An alarm.
All right.
An alarm to get up.
Right.
An alarm that says, okay, you really need to get up. And then I have alarms that tell me when to eat.
Okay.
And I meal prep on Mondays.
Okay.
And yeah, my solution is my phone. It's always with me. So I put in notes, reminders, alarms.
Right.
Yeah. My phone runs my life.
You know what? I'm trying to make my phone run my life. You know, I don't know what I think. It has a lot to do with the whole, like, creating my own structure. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm used to someone else. Oh yeah, here's your schedule. You know, I don't work with anybody anymore. You know, I don't go to school anymore. I don't. You know, so like these things, you know, have gotten in the way, but the phone is technically your best friend. So the systems that you have set up have basically secured your discipline track, you know, like it's
but you can't ignore the alarms either.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you have them set up, you have to, like, when it pops across the screen, you have to do it. That's where the discipline comes in, because you can set all the alarms in your phone that you want.
Right. Exactly. Thank you for that note, because people probably like, oh, alarm for this, alarm for this, alarm for this. And ain't no action happening. So, yes.
You have to do it.
You're right. So I really thank you for sharing your solutions with us, and how to follow through with those solutions for discipline. Because I just want people to see that while you're building your business, while you're going through these things, personal things do get in the way. You know what I'm saying? We get in our own way, essentially. Yeah. So I just wanted to kind of like give the people something to, oh yeah, that's me too, you know, so they can feel like they can relate. Because honestly, the only difference between me and anybody else is that she took action. She decided to wait for her turn to strategically build, and she took action. That is the only, I tell y'all all the time, just take action. Small steps. You don't have to have all of the money for the building. You have a little bit of the money for the building, and you can hire someone to do your accounting. You can hire someone to be a virtual assistant to look for clients. Like, you can always be doing something to build towards your greater goal. So taking action is such a big deal, and everyone should just do it. So go ahead.
Well, I think a lot of the thing is fear. And I was reading this book called Secrets to the Six-Figure Woman. And she did interviews with millionaires. And a lot of the women were like, you know, sometimes you feel like an imposter in the room, but you just have to do it. Like, even if you don't think you can do it, just fake it till you make it. Because if you're there, you're supposed to be there.
Right. That's it. If it's for you, it's for you. Regardless. Exactly. That's just what it is. So is there anything that you want to leave us with? Any words of encouragement? Anything that your mom told you that you're holding on to? Anything?
Oh, I don't know. There's so many like quotes going through my head. I live off quotes.
I love that.
I really
I love that.
They are but this is a Bible verse, but it's what really helps me. And it's, for I know the plans that I have for you, plans to prosper you and for your future. That's not the right words, but that's that's the one that always helps me.
We got one. We got it. Do you know what
Jeremiah 29:11.
Jeremiah 29:11. That's all you go. Come on. I am so glad that you were able to be with us. Thank you so much for doing this on your mini vacation. And I'm just so glad to be a diva. Like, I just feel like we're doing so many great things and we're helping.
We are.
You know, our Diva Sisters products is going to be in your beauty supply store. Like, that is dope beyond dope. Like, I'm gonna start a product just so I can put it in your store, you know? So I appreciate you for paving the way and for being such a great example for all of us. And your hard work and dedication obviously have shown because you have a salon and a beauty supply store. So I just want to congratulate you and thank you so much for sharing with us. And millennials, you can do it. Just take action. I hope these interviews are doing more than just inspiring you. I hope they're igniting you to get up and start to do the things that you truly, really want to do. And you don't have to quit your job. Just thought I'd throw that in there again. Exactly. There's no excuses and there's no limits to where you could take yourself.